right, so let's talk a little bit more about why you should be eating carbohydrates. So a big situation that people deal with when dieting or cutting weight, say for tournaments, for MMA shows, for fights, just for fat loss in general, is they run into the issue of losing muscle. Now, this is a very, very big problem because gaining muscle is just very, very hard, okay? This is why bodybuilders take steroids. They have to take steroids because it's the only way to put on that much muscle mass that fast, much less that much muscle mass overall, okay? Building muscle is simply the hardest thing to do for the human body. I mean, it's astronomically hard, all right? So when we are dieting, all right, and we decide that we're going to lean out by cutting carbohydrates, one, when you already enter a calorie deficit, you are impairing your metabolic rate, okay? So you're automatically gonna slow your metabolic rate down, which will cause you, make it harder for you to lose weight. Now, if you're not eating enough protein and you're cutting carbs out all the way, okay, that signaling to help you after your post-workout is gonna get slowed down to help rebuild protein synthesis, and that's gonna cause a drop in metabolic rate also, okay? If you lose muscle mass, all right, from that aspect of dropping your carbohydrates too low and not replenishing them after, say, a workout, you're gonna cause a problem with not only muscle growth, but you're not also going to retain the muscle mass that you have. So if you lose muscle mass, that's also gonna drop your metabolic rate, okay? So now you've got a twofold against you. One, we are losing our metabolic rate efficiency because we are in a calorie deficit. That's just normal, it's just gonna happen. But now we're dropping our carbohydrates so low that we're impairing our protein signaling, so that way now we're not preserving or even putting on muscle mass, even though we're trying to diet down. And the whole point of leaning out is leaning out fat mass, not muscle mass, so we look better. So now we're slowing down our metabolic rate drastically at this point, okay? You do not need to cut carbohydrates out in order to lose weight, okay? You just simply need to balance your calorie intake, find out what your energy balance is, and simply work from there. What's the best way to do that? Well, I mean, of course, it could be complicated and different for every person, but it's very simple. You have to find your set point. What is my set point? Well, it's simple. I'm going to find my maintenance calories, and I'm going to sit at that for about 2 months to 3 months, all right? During that 2 or 3 month time, I'm gonna see if I'm going to lose weight or even gain weight. Now, you're gonna go up and down because that's normal. You're supposed to go up and down, okay? Stress in life, certain things you eat, lack of sleep, oversleep, whatever, can make you just hold water weight. So you're gonna go up and down. But for the vast majority of those 2 to 3 months, you shouldn't have an average weight gain or just weight control. If you, for instance, are 180 pounds and you end up still at 182 pounds after 3 months, it's very safe to say that you found your set point. You found your maintenance calories. If you were eating 3,000 calories for those 3 months, it's safe to say that if you eat 2,800 calories, I can now start going into a calorie deficit and start working towards losing weight. Not just overall weight, but obviously fat mass, which is what the attempt is for, okay? So I hope that kind of breaks it down a little bit easier for you to understand. Please stop cutting carbohydrates. It's unnecessary, okay? You don't need to eat crazy amounts, and you don't eat crazy low amounts either. Just eat a regular amount. What's a regular amount? Of course, that's different for a lot of people, but most people can safely just eat 200 grams of carbohydrates a day and have absolutely zero issues as far as cognitive ability, energy, or any negative repercussions for eating 200 grams of carbohydrates, regardless if you're a 130-pound woman. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, okay? So I hope this helps out. If you have any questions, go ahead, comment below. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions.